How Beijing turned the UN Human Rights Council into a stage for China's lies. If you believe our headline and the following text are exaggerated, please check the links to reputable sources at the end of this post, and you will find that this post is true. Also, visit our website at www.thatischina.com for more articles that show the true face of China. From Geneva to Xinjiang, how China weaponizes the UN to bury its crimes. China's assault on the United Nations human rights system has crossed from manipulation into outright institutional abuse. What is unfolding in UN/Geneva is a hostile occupation of a mechanism designed to expose power, not protect it. Since 2023, the Chinese Communist Party has refined a method of control that is as cynical as it is effective, replacing accountability with theater. The evidence of mass repression in Xinjiang, cultural erasure in Tibet, and the dismantling of freedoms in Hong Kong is overwhelming and well documented, so Beijing attacks the process. The core tactic is the industrial-scale deployment of government-organized non-governmental organizations. These NGOs parade as grassroots actors while maintaining direct or indirect links to Chinese ministries, party organs, and state-backed foundations. They register as NGOs, secure consultative status, and then swarm UN sessions with disciplined loyalty. At the Human Rights Council in Geneva, these groups pack side events with Chinese delegates flown in en masse. They deliver identical talking points under different organizational names, creating the illusion of broad civil society consensus. Poverty alleviation, ethnic unity, and counter-terrorism success are repeated like incantations, while credible reports of arbitrary detention, forced labor, and surveillance states are dismissed as fabrications. Concrete examples abound. During sessions addressing China's suppression of its Muslims in Xinjiang, Chinese state-linked NGOs have used their speaking time to praise vocational training centers, Beijing's euphemism for mass internment camps, while survivors of those camps struggle to secure even a single intervention slot. Uyghur activists report being procedurally blocked, interrupted, or drowned out by choreographed applause and interruptions from China-aligned delegates. The intimidation does not stop at rhetoric. Human rights defenders critical of China have documented harassment inside UN buildings, including being photographed, followed, and verbally confronted by individuals linked to Chinese delegations or Gongo networks. Families of activists back home are threatened. Hong Kong activists face similar suppression. Pro-democracy groups are sidelined while Beijing-aligned organizations describe the destruction of the city's autonomy as a triumph of rule of law. Tibetans are erased entirely, replaced by smiling delegates claiming cultural preservation, while Tibet monasteries are surveilled and language instruction is forcibly sinicized. This is not incidental abuse of UN rules. It is a strategy operating in the gray zone between diplomacy and information warfare. By exploiting the UN's openness to civil society participation, China weaponizes procedure against principle. The consequences extend far beyond China. When an authoritarian state can dominate human rights forums by disguising itself as civil society, the credibility of global governance collapses. The UN becomes a platform not for accountability, but for reputational laundering. The Chinese people are not responsible for this deception. The responsibility lies squarely with the ruling party that treats transparency as an enemy and institutions as tools to be bent or broken. The CCP is not reforming the human rights system, it is hollowing it out from within. And every session that allows this farce to continue brings the world one step closer to a UN that can no longer tell power no. A small request: if you found this podcast interesting, I'd appreciate it if you'd give it a like. You'd also be doing us a huge favor if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you. Sources: International Service for Human Rights, ISHR, report, China's efforts to block civil society access to the United Nations, PDF, comprehensive documentation of how China uses procedural tactics, NGOs, and reprisals to restrict independent civil society participation at the UN inbox tray. Download, PDF https://ishar.ch/wp-content/upload/2025/04/ishar-china-un-access-2.pdf ISHR. ISHR detailed findings and press release, New ISHR report uncovers China's tactics to block civil society access to the United Nations press summary and extended analysis of the same ISHR report with key findings and recommendations. Page facing up. Read here. https://issar.ch/latest-updates/new-issar-updates/United-Nations ISHR. Human Rights Watch Report, 2017, The Costs of International Advocacy, China's Interference in United Nations Human Rights Mechanisms, PDF, a historically grounded HRW report that details earlier Chinese interference at the UN, including harassment of activists and attempts to block NGO participation. Inbox tray download. PDF https://www.hrw.org/report/2017/09/056/China's-United-Nations-Human Rights ICIJ Investigation Summary, coverage of the UN Secretary-General's annual report on repression and reprisals, including cases involving China-linked intimidation of activists in Geneva. Page facing up. Read here. https://www.icij.org/investigation/China-targets/new-highlights-targeting-of-human-rights-activists Reuters News Report, China and Russia repeatedly tried to defund UN human rights work, report says. While focused on budget tactics, this article reflects broader efforts by China, often in alliance with Russia, to weaken the UN human rights system. Page facing up. Read here. https://www.reuters.com/world/China/China-Russia-Russia-human-rights-work-report-says-2025-10-21 Reuters.com